The World Needs Your Art. Written by Danielle Fournier. Narrated by Joe Wise. Introduction. Without art, the crudeness of reality would make the world unbearable. George Bernard Shaw. Ellie wants to make a children's book. A Stella Luna type book. No, the next Stella Luna book. She loves to draw. She carries her sketchbook with her everywhere. She wears colorful clothing and sometimes outrageous outfits, blending color any way she chooses. She is a lively nanny for 3 small children who adore her because she creates awesome games and laughs all the time. She sees the world as a fun, imaginative place to live where white nights still reign and the Arthurian code of conduct is as good as law. She often makes up tales for the kids to act out during their free afternoons. The only problem is, making art might not pay the bills. Being a nanny is fun. She gets to travel, and it pays well. Trading it for terra incognita would be irresponsible. Her mom is sick. She doesn't have time. She's getting married and she wants to be debt-free going in. She has lots of excuses why art is a bad idea. She takes the kids to the bookstore each week. Walking the rows of brightly decorated covers, she thinks about how many pages she'd need, what colors to choose, how thick the paper would need to be to support the full detail scenes. She thinks about how she can teach so many children her knightly ethos, if she could ever get started. She gets teary. What about her stories, her art? Will she ever get a chance to even try making something so big? Where would she even begin? If this speaks to you, you are an artist. You might be an artist in waiting, a creative dabbler, or a shadow artist, one that helps other artists by publishing, managing, or representing creative types. However, the story above upsets you. That nagging voice in her head is the same as the one you hear in yours. And even when it quiets down, say when you make something, it never really shuts up. The creative soul needs expression, even if only unto itself. You did not choose to be an artist, it chose you. Doing anything that circumvents or denies that fact will only bring frustration, anger, and pain. Addiction, obsession, drama, suffering, they all come from a failure to meet your creative needs. Certainly not all life pain comes from suppression of creative urges, but a large number of inactive artists suffer needlessly when they can't or don't create. It's who and what they are. Living as an artist or having a creative life doesn't necessarily mean making your living from art sales, but that certainly can be the case if you wish it to be. At no time in history has it been easier or more acceptable to make one's heartfelt desires and talents into a fulfilling and often lucrative career. With the advent of the internet and social media, sharing your work with a wide audience has never been easier. The question is, are you ready? You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a prodigy or the best at your craft. You do need, however, to be present. Show up, do your work, and fling it ever so gently into the universe. You might be living a life that has art on the side or as side dish, or creativity as something you get to do when you put together beautiful lunchboxes for your children as they sleep. You may throw together outfits that look like they came from a fashion magazine, decorate your home down to the last detail, or create gardens worthy of photo shoots. You may think you have no time. You may think you have no right. You may think art was a dream that has faded or died, but it never will. It won't ever die, because you are the artist. As long as you roam this great, wide planet, you will be an artist. I have
Sample complete. Ready to continue?